Okay, welcome to the graduation ceremony for our trout. I'd like to start by saying thank you to everybody involved. We don't have all of our members here today, but we couldn't have done it without the kids here helping us through this project. For some of you that are familiar with what we've been doing thus far, it's been a long road, very educational, and a lot of fun along the way. I'd also like to thank Ms. Barker, the other science teacher at Schroon Lake. We obviously couldn't have done this without the teamwork that we have together. And the community, of course. Without the support of the Schroon Lake community, to get us where we are today. So thank you for all of that. In a moment, we're going to do a little ceremony, so to speak, as we release the fish into the water. Ms. Barker and Will are going to be in the water doing some capturing of images as we do the release. So I guess without further ado, we'll get this started. If we can get Runt out of it. Okay, so you just bear with us. This will only take about a couple of minutes to go through these, but here we go. This is test subject 0007, which has come to be known as Runt. Runt suffers from a form of dwarfism known as they eat more than I do-osis. Although outcompeted for food, he is healthy and active. Our highly trained selection committee has voted him most Hulk-like despite his size. This vote was unanimous based upon his acrobatic leap out of the tank. His future plans include joining Barnacle and Bailey's circus, where he hopes to be featured in the Fish Cannon Act. His likes include splashing any spectators that venture too closely during feeding times. He loves to exercise, only because the bigger fish are always chasing him. And he become well-versed in the art of evasion. That can be very challenging in a fish tank with no natural cover. When our fish interpreter finally cornered him for an interview, he asked, "Why do you like to splash people?" Runt replied, "They think just because they're bigger than me, they can loom over me. I'll show them." His dislikes are the other 4 fish that are bigger than him, the color pink, and the bigger of the nets that we use to catch them. They make him feel small. Runt is 7.25 inches long and 0.18 pounds. He has contributed to our understanding of fish survival, as well as the protocol necessary to maintain our system. Although Runt is the smallest of the fish we are releasing here today, we are confident in his survival skills. May you swim fast and steady and make lots of friends as you join the Schroon Lake fish community. Okay? Let's put him in the bucket.
Yeah, he might jump out. It's one of his attributes.
Which one? Tell me how far.
Keep coming.
Yep, now what? I hope I didn't get the biggest one. Did you swim right away? He's just kind of like...
Okay, there's one down. This is test subject 0006, which has come to be known as Hermit. His nickname came from the fact that he is a recluse, always hidden behind the chiller, and very antisocial with his tank mates. Although shy, Hermit has a kind heart and a wonderful smile. Our specialized selection committee has voted him least likely to get caught, due mostly to his seclusiveness. His likes consist of crossword puzzles, small secluded spaces, and playing Go Fish by himself. Hermit's dislikes include crowded tanks, those swimmers that pee in the water, and really loud rap music. Hermit is very career-oriented and has high aspirations. He hopes to become a special agent for the government's Department of Home Water Security. When asked about his inspirations for his future occupation, he replied, "I spent a lot of time spying on my tank mates and honing my stealth skills." Hermit has grown to a healthy 11.5 inches in length and weighs in at a modest 0.61 pounds. Hermit has given us insight into fish behavior as well as maintenance protocol. He has been an integral part of providing the necessary pollutants to allow our hydroponically grown plants to flourish. We bid thee farewell, Hermit, and hope that you can stay clear of any nets. Thank you for the wonderful time you have given.
Joe, move the fish.
You might need to take this.
Just sediment.
We need more water in there.
Yep. Use that one.
They're fishing. Damn, they're fishing.
Okay. This is test subject 0003, which has come to be known as Gilly. The nickname came from the fact that he has shortened operculums, which leave his gills slightly visible. This is a genetic or abnormality that is not that uncommon in hatchery. Gilly was blessed with a charming disposition, and a highly trained selection committee has voted him best dressed among his peers. His likes are size 5 protein fish pellets, wading in the calm waters of the left corner of the tank, and a half back flip with a twist during feeding times. His dislikes are being the middle child and feeling overlooked, getting weighed on the scale by Jeff, he always tries to jump out, and having pictures taken. I think he's a little embarrassed of having operculum. He is presently 9.25 inches long and 0.37 pounds of lean, mean rainbow trout muscle. Early on, he was involved in developing some protocol for coloration studies, as well as the development of protocol for water chemistry studies. When asked about his future plans by our in-house fish interpreter, he replied, "I see myself taking up a hobby, like gardening or fishing." Everyone involved in the Trout Project would like to wish him well on his journey to the other side of the lake. We have learned so much from him and his family. He will be missed but not forgotten. Farewell, our friend.
Mr. Riddle, are you tracking them with the little orange thing?
They're not radio tracking.
They're not tracking at all.
That's a little
It's just
expensive.
so if they get caught, they know that they.
kid really did catch a fish over there.
Was it a trout?
Hey.
It looked like, yeah, I don't think it's one of those.
2 left. This is test subject 0002, which has come to be known as Big Dark. His nickname came to be based on his dark complexion and somewhat shady personality flaws. He tends to be confrontational and gets caught bullying a few of the smaller fish from time to time. Big Dark has been voted most adventurous by our selection committee because he was the first to jump out of the tank. Big Dark's likes consist of performing for his fans, foreign film festivals, and exploring new terrain. His adventurous side came to light when he jumped out of the tank in search of bluer waters, but instead found the dry, cold floor. When asked about his out-of-tank experience, he replied, "I would like to thank Will Lowe for saving my life, but I don't regret it. It was an amazing experience." His dislikes include the spread of the invasive species Eurasian milfoil, fish that get in his way, and finding stray fish poop in his area of the tank. He has become a celebrity to the elementary students and enjoys showing off for them. After school, he hopes to take the summer off and venture down the Hudson to New York City. His dream is to join the Broadway musical, The Phantom of the Fish Tank. Big Dark has been a crucial contributor to the water chemistry necessary for the basil to grow. He currently weighs in at 0.73 pounds and is 11.5 inches long. Big Dark will be an important contributor to the Schroon Lake ecological community. We are very pleased with his development and have no doubt that he will continue to grow into a strong, dominant male. We wish you well, Big Dark. Try not to forget us.
I know. I was hoping that they would start talking.
I don't know, I'd ask those people to put the fish back if they caught one.
Yeah.
Ian, last guy.
Yeah.
Big pink.
Okay, this is our last one, and before we finish this up, I'd just like to say, I think everyone hopefully can see that there's a little orange tag on this fish. These fish are tagged. They're not radio trackers, so we can't actually see where they're going, but we tagged them, and they each have individual numbers on them, and that's where the test subject number came from. And hopefully by word of mouth, and we have brochures, please everyone take one. Hopefully by word of mouth, we can get it out to the fishermen in the community and anyone that happens to be in the area, that if one of these fish ever does get caught by somebody, at the very least we hope that they can maybe let us know where it was caught, how much it weighed, you know, how big it was. If they choose to eat it, it'd be an unfortunate loss, but we can't very well police that. If they do choose to eat it, maybe they can at least tell us some information about it. And if they choose to release it, that would be great as well. So maybe if everyone here could just kind of spread the word, or for those of you that are fishermen, fisher people, please do that. Without further ado, we'll do the last one, and that'll be that. So this is test subject 0004, which has come to be known as Big Pink. She is lighter in color than the other fish and has a slight pink hue due to her luxurious coat. Our highly trained selection committee has voted her the best survivor based upon her abilities to recover from an unfortunate rubber band incident. Trust me, it wasn't as tasty as she thought. Her likes include competitive eating, camping, and hosting dinner parties. Her dislikes include rubber bands, people that pollute our wonderful Schroon Lake, and fish that steal her food. Big Pink has been very helpful in the development of fish growth data collection as well as tagging protocol. Her future plans include meandering her way to Hollywood to become the star of a new reality TV show called Fish vs. Food. Our interpreter, whom is well-versed in fish vernacular, asked, "Where do you see yourself in a few years?" She replied, "Hopefully not going through a midlife crisis." Big Pink is 12 inches long and a whopping 0.79 pounds. Everyone in the Trout Project would like to say farewell to Big Pink. We hope your future is bright, adventurous, and lure-free. Thank you. Well, thank you everybody for coming to the first graduating class of Trout from Schroon Lake Central School. We hope to be able to do this every year in some fashion. The project, although we've had a few hiccups along the way, we're going to keep it going. We think that it's worth its weight for the students and for the community, and so please keep posted for upcoming events and things Trout Project related, and we hope to see everybody either at the school, checking out the fish, or here again next year. And Ms. Barker and myself and some of the students will be here for questions or whatever if you want to stick around for a few minutes, but thank you very much.